Hello, hello. Hi, Shreya. So excited to have you on the channel today.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. And thank you, I'm in FIT now.
Absolutely. I'm so thrilled. For those of you who don't know what this video is about and you've not seen the title yet, Shreya just cracked FIT and she was one of my one-on-one premium mentorship students. And we'll be talking to her about how she feels right now, of course, but what were her strategies since she's a textile design student? How did she go about preparing for it? And yeah, everything else. So, Shreya, tell us a little about yourself first.
So, I'm a sophomore at NIFT Panchkula and I am pursuing my bachelor's in textile designing from here.
Awesome. Awesome. And you decided for FIT how and why? Like, how did FIT happen?
I have had my eyes on FIT since the day I stepped into NIFT because we were told that we have this dual degree program and we can get to go to New York in one of the top colleges of fashion. So, why not? And I've heard about it from your channel, of course. I've
Okay.
been following you as well since the time I think I got into NIFT, even before, in fact. So,
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. And here we are. You're in NIFT and now you're in FIT as well,
I
which
can't believe.
is amazing. And what I find even incredibly amazing is that you're the first batch of NIFT Panchkula, right? And being the first batch of a young sort of center, you'll be one of the first students to actually crack FIT and go there, which puts this into perspective for a lot of students कि अरे निफ्ट के तो बड़े सेंटर में जाते हो तो ये opportunities मिलती है, because that's not the case, right? The opportunities are the same for everyone. It depends on you and how you use that. So with college, there are a lot of students who are undergrads or who are not undergrads, but just sort of preparing only for FIT, and they have all the time in the world, right? But along with college and college assignments, how did you manage to sort of take time out for your portfolio?
See, I think it all bottles down to time management, and also I will give it to my faculty for this. Also, they've been super understanding. They'll help you push deadlines for you. You know, sometimes they'll be like, "ठीक है, तुम बाद में submit करना," and you get time to work. If you want it truly, you'll somehow make sure that you get it done. It does include some sleepless nights, but in the end, it's all worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely worth it for sure. Uh, and since you're a textile student, there are like a lot of sort of, I've posted a lot of videos myself on my channel talking about how my portfolio for FIT was for fashion. And very honestly, I've trained students for fashion communication, and I've trained students for fashion design, of course, and I've trained students for accessory design as well. But textile design, this was the first time I was handling it as well. I knew the fundamentals and I knew how the whole thing could work out. So share some strategies on how we prepared the portfolio for you. I'm not going to say anything. I want you to talk about what were some of the things that we did which sort of gave you that edge.
Yes. So I think, first of all, understanding the brief and reading it thoroughly is important. Once you're thorough with what are the expectations of the university, then you have to understand what your department is, specializes in, what you need to portray in your portfolio. One thing that I realize is that you need to show versatility in skills. Textile is a lot about florals, right? You see a lot of botanicals and florals in prints. So focusing on that, the portfolio requirements were also more so that you need to show your hand skills, right? So there were drawings and there were 10 art pieces in the portfolio requirements. So that's what I went with. I certainly showcased my skills in different mediums and lots of florals. So yeah, that had been my strategy throughout.
Awesome. All right. And you leave in August, which is hardly like a few months away, just like 4 months away. Uh, how does it feel? How is the energy like at home right now? I know it's not even been 24 hours since you got to know.
Yeah, precisely. So right now, honestly, I haven't thought about how it'll be in 4 months, what all I need to do. I'm just so happy that I got in. I'm just enjoying that right now.
Absolutely. And how's the family taking it?
They are so proud and happy, and they've been literally calling everyone, hello, Shreya gotten, and it's a huge thing. Explaining what's FIT to most of them because
Oh, yeah.
we all go through that.
They might just want to say she's going to New York, and then people would be like, oh, New York.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. FIT, Concert College, fit.
Huh. It is annoying though.
Lovely. So, for our audience, tell us how the one-on-one sessions helped you sort of, find that direction, and what did you take out of it?
See, honestly, when you're, especially being in the major, textile design was definitely helpful for me. Since I'm already a college student studying my stream, it was helpful. But then your thoughts and your ideas are very raw at this age and this point of time in your career. So a little bit of guidance just streamlines your thought. So every time I sat with you, I knew, ki, Acha, haan, this is where I need to polish my ideas a bit. This is what she's pushing me into. You sort of get an edge over the other students, definitely.
All right. Tell us also a little about all the different kind of materials, because I remember sort of, pushing you to experiment with different mediums at odd times of the day, and you'd always be like, oh my God. And there was this one big project you'd taken up from, from the beginning, which was this pencil color work that you wanted to do, which was like this huge, sort of a floral, just one big flower. And that in itself, I think, took you hours to complete. And I was panicking by the end of it, right? That how is she going to show versatility in other forms if she's just stuck on this one pencil art? Finally, eventually, we ended up finishing it on time. But what were some of the mediums that you sort of explored and experimented with, which could probably give an understanding to young students watching this video that, hey, these are things that we could do as well?
So I think the trick is to also do smart work with hard work. Since I had already taken up this very hard to complete medium color pencil, it's a very slow medium. So with your suggestions, I shifted on to mediums that were quicker. So like gouache is quicker, even though I did not do gouache, it just popped in my head.
Yeah.
Gouache is quicker. And then pencil rendering is way quicker than actually doing color pencils. So, things like that get your work done faster, and your work is also presentable and beautiful. So your ideas, concepts are strong, and the final output is also great. So that's pretty much what we went with.
Correct. Absolutely. And now that we're talking about concepts, what were some of the concepts, or what was your thought process when you were coming up with different concepts in your mind? That you feel today that helped you sort of get an edge over other portfolios.
I think I prepared this portfolio with all honesty. I looked back at my entire life. What are the important things in my life? And I derived ideas from there. And also, the portfolio wanted a lot of realistic work. Where even though we're doing abstract work, it had to be a lot towards florals and basically pen work and a lot of real artwork. So that's what I kept in mind, and I derived my ideas basically from there.
Nice. And of course, our life journeys inspire sort of, our thought process and our creative process as designers. And no matter how hard we try, those influences are always there. And it's always good to sort of use those influences as strength rather than try and seek inspiration elsewhere, which can look borrowed. I think it comes much more organically when you're sort of taking inspiration from your own life journey and your own life lessons. And that's wonderful. I'm super, super excited for you, Shreya. So excited for you. Just to close this sort of quick call, is there anything that you would want to suggest or advise, young sort of design aspirants who are sort of applying for these international colleges?
The biggest thing in the entire process is that you have to believe in yourself. There is going to be competition. There is going to be a lot of panicking midway, but you have to just put yourself together and believe in yourself and put your best foot forward. You really don't know where life can take you and what's coming from you, and whatever happens is going to be great for you. And if one thing does not happen, there are a lot of opportunities that can open up for you. And I will say this with personal experience. Honestly, when I got my rank for NIFT, I was disheartened that I might not even get into college this year,
Yeah.
being from general category. But look, here I am. I got into FIT. I'm a student at NIFT, and everything turned out in my favor. So, yeah, that's it.
Amazing. Yeah, this is another thing that a lot of students sort of worry about when they get like a 3,000, 2,000, 2,500 rank that, hey, I'm not going to get a center at all. And even if I do, I might end up not sort of getting the same opportunities as other centers because the other centers have much more exposure, etc. But that's not the case. NIFT is pretty unbiased when it comes to the opportunities that students are provided, whether you're studying in Shillong or whether you're studying in Kangra or Panchkula or Mumbai or Bangalore or Hyderabad, wherever it is that you're studying, you get the same opportunities nationwide. So, which is,
Honestly, no matter what college you're in, you have to find those opportunities for yourself.
oh
You
yeah.
just sit and wonder that they'll come to you somehow. Whatever center you're in, you'll find something for yourself. You just have to go and grab it.
Absolutely. I mean, the ones in the bigger cities, we complain about not having sort of solace and, quiet while we are designing as design thinkers. And the ones in the smaller centers, the smaller cities, rather, they have issues about, oh, we don't get that exposure. We don't get to go, do like sort of market survey and market research and visit fashion shows, etc. But it's like a balance. It's like a good balance of, you don't get it all, but whatever you do get it, if you make the most of it, it's definitely going to be beneficial.
Absolutely.
And absolutely, so thrilled for you and so happy for you, and so excited to see where this journey takes you now. And yeah, all my good wishes for you, Shreya. It's been a pleasure teaching you. It's been a pleasure knowing you, and I can only hope for the stars for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Awesome. All right, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you.